Garmin nuvi 54 LM. Yep, it doesn't say LM here, but yes, this is an LM model, which means lifetime maps. Software version 4, which was the last one released for this. It works. It works. Little history on this model. In 2011, Garmin released 3, well, okay, technically 6 models called the Essentials line, which was the 30 LM, that was a 3.5 inch, 40 and 40 LM, that was a 4.3 inch model, and the 50 and the 50 LM, which was a 5 inch model. And then 2 years later, this happened. Still the Essentials line, and the last of the line, which was the 42, 42 LM, 44, 44 LM, 52, 52 LM, and 54 and 54 LM, which is this one, the final one. There was no 3.5 inch model for this end of the line. There was just the 4.3 inch, which was the 42 and 44, and then the 5 inch, which was the 52 and 54. What is the difference between, and we'll just concentrate on the 5 inchers here. What was the difference between the 52 and the 54? Just one thing, and that was you got US and Canada. So if you got the 44 or the 54, then you got US and Canada. If you got the 42 or the 52, excuse me, you only got United States. And yes, I also have Open Map just in here, OpenStreetMap, but I'm using, you'll notice that yes, with an LM model, you can still update this to the latest Garmin issued maps. That's nice. And when I say this is basic, oh yeah, this is the most basic Garmin model you could own, even more basic than the nuvi 200 series from 2007. But it is highly legible. The screen is daylight readable. It just looks nice, has a nice look to it. The interface is really easy. Nice big icons. Simple. Now you don't get the street name at the bottom when you're viewing this, but do you really need that information? Some feel that you do, you really don't. When you really think about it, you really don't. Now, if you've already used a 40 or a 50, you already know this. The icons are different when you look at this, and the font is a little bit different. And this has got squared off edges and square buttons and squared over here instead of rounded. But its operation is absolutely identical in every way to the nuvi 40 and 50. Let me go ahead and put on the extended fields here. Which is that. And these are configurable to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what that is. Oh, I should also note that these, there's 2 modes for this. When you're not routing anywhere, like right now I'm on a route, but if you weren't, then these can change. So there's the tracking mode, which is not navigating anywhere, which these will show a certain set, and then when you are navigating, and then shows this set. I might as well show that. Okay, so when I'm stopped and I'm not navigating to a route, and I just modify this, you'll see there's only 3 options for each one of these fields. Okay. The speed one you can't change, because that's always this. That's always your trip computer. But then you set these to the way you want to any one of these 3 fields. And then when you're actually going somewhere, I'll just let that calculate. Now they're going to change slightly. This is a very long route, so it's going to take a little bit to calculate, but it will do it. It will do it. But eventually, when it gets going, then okay, then these will change to something else, and then we'll be on our way. There we go. And come on, you know you want to do it. There we go. And now they have changed. Now I have this one set to the same, but this one I have the how much time until arrival, and this one is how much distance until arrival. Okay. Some other things about this is that if I tap this up here, it will give me each one. Now if you're using Garmin maps, you can sometimes see junction view, or if you hit that, it shows this part. You'll notice though that if I go, it grays out sometimes. That means there's no junction view for this particular navigation instruction. It's only for the highway exits. Yeah. And when you're doing that, it goes into a track up two-dimensional view. You can tap the map at any time, so you can see this. There we are, traveling along. You have zoom function over here. Get a list of directions by tapping the top bar, and then you can also do show map from here. This is where you see this is a long, yeah, see, it's long. That's why it took so long to calculate. And on this screen you get to see how much time is remaining until you get there and how much distance is remaining until you get there. It does support POIs. When viewing the map, you can tap your vehicle icon to show where you are, the nearest address, and if you're on a highway, the nearest exit. You can get the latest fuel stops from here, police stations from here, along with other government stuff. Latest hospitals, not latest, the nearest hospitals from here. Not much. Oh yeah, and you can save. If you want to save a location, you just tap and you can save, and it saves it as a favorite. Not much else aside from that, really. Like I said, this one, it's a basic unit, but it really gets the job done. Works very well, by the way, with OpenStreetMap. So if you want something basic and you said to yourself, okay, what was the very last essentials line from Garmin? It was the 54 LM. This was it. And this is why I wanted to get one, to say, okay, what's the last of the line? It was that one. Basically got this for the same reason. I got the nuvi 58 LMT because that was the very last oh, why did I get that one? It was the last. I have so many now, I forgot. Last of a specific line before moving on to different models and such. Do I recommend it? Well, if you like something really basic that just gets the job done, yeah, still works. You can still update it if it's an LM.